Hello, everyone. It is Charlotte. Come on in. We are going to do a what's on my desk, and that is collage papers that we had done in the past couple videos. I am going to show you some that I finished, and then we are going to do this stack together. I have pulled out things that I wanted to put on them to save some time. And if you want to stick with me to the end of the video, I am going to share a couple new things that I created that are going in my shop. And they should be in my shop by the time this video is up. So if you like what you see, you know where they are. Okay, look at what we have done here. So what I did, you'll remember this one, I added an Artie Mays number. I added some really pretty trim. And then I did this blue butterfly, and this is a really cute tag. Now, when I go to put this in a journal, depending upon what that journal is, will I add to it? I could. I could put charms up here, but this is the basics. I think it's really pretty the way that it is. It truly doesn't need anything else, but it could have something else added to it. Then if you remember this one, I went ahead and added a die cut there and 2 Artie Mays stamps. It just goes to show you this tag that you can have. You can mix some steampunk in with just about anything, and it comes off being really cute. So we've got that tag. Then we have, and these are all made with the collage papers from the Red Lobster menus. Here is this one. I went ahead and I got my chipboard pieces out and added a chipboard piece there, added another Artie Mays number, and then added 2 of the little mini die cuts and created this tag. I'm not sure if we had the tab on this or not, but yeah, I mean, how cute is that? And these I think would go in any journal, really any themed journal. Then we have this envelope. I fussy cutted this and I added a label here, a butterfly. This is a Tim Holtz butterfly, and I thought, you know, really this has enough, but we could add lace to this down the line if we wanted to. I just have a little piece there. You can see it completely changes the look from this to this. If you wanted to add lace, a snippet could be added to the side. So yeah, I mean, this could go. I've got this trim here. If we tuck this, can we tuck this up inside this down? No, it won't go up into the butterfly so that the edge disappears. But oh, that's really cute. I think I might have to do that. What do you think? It really pulls that color out. It goes from that to that. So yeah, I think we will do that. And maybe, well, I added a little piece of lace here and added another little mini die cut there, but it would be easy to take whatever is left from this piece, which is a good amount, and add it to here. So yeah, I'm going to put this in the to-do pile because I think that, yeah, we're going to do that. Then if you remember this piece, we did not do this together. I added that tab, wanted to pull out a little bit of this green, added another mini Tim Holtz die cut, a label, and then put this little piece of lace. I knew this was going to have some type of lace because it was steampunk, and I just wanted to make it softer looking, so you didn't think that you had to go in the way of gears and metal and that look. So I think I pulled it off, and then I added a label on the back, even though it is a journal card or a tag. You could write right over that. So there was that piece, and then if you remember, we had an envelope here, and I added another die cut to the back because I thought the back was pretty plain. This is an envelope, and if you'll remember, when we made this, I thought that this was pretty plain, although this is great real estate for journaling on. Even though it is an envelope, you can do anything you want to do with it, but I went ahead and added a die cut, and then I added a piece of lace across the top, and then I fussy cutted and did a little embossing, and added 2 labels and embossed the label as well. So this too could have some lace added to it, and if we did that, I mean, look at it, completely changes. This is beautiful the way that it is, but if you just take a little bit of lace, look at how that changes, just like that. Or we could do lace on the side. So this is, I mean, I prefer it here like that, but this is right, ready to go, and you can go ahead and embellish it when you go to use it. So that's really kind of the idea of this, is just to have a base of ephemera that you can pull from. This is not something that I used to do, but I'm enjoying doing it more and more. Same with this one. I don't think this needs anything else. I did add a little bit of lace. I did add some collage strips and a die cut and a label. And the labels, Tracy Fox, I put a label on the back and some more lace, and you've got yourself a great envelope here. And you can do anything you want with this. You don't have to do anything. Once again, I think it's great real estate for journaling on, but it's ready to go when you need it. This one, if you remember, had the bee. I did add some embossing. Hopefully you can see that. I don't know if we did this together. I added this tag. This is, or the tab, but this is a tag. Just cute as can be. You could add lace to this easily. Just right down. Do you see how it changes it? Just that little piece of lace. It goes from that, which is totally fine, beautiful, ready to go, but one more little layer of something, and look at how pretty that is. This one I think is done. I added this butterfly. I did put some glaze over this. I added another chipboard piece by Tim Holtz. And then I think we were looking at this together, and I said it needed something up here, so I took a piece of leftover felt, some crochet work, a metal piece, some cheesecloth, and a safety pin. Excuse me. And added that, and I think this is done. It's got enough. It just needs to be distressed on the back, but you've got a really, really cute tag there. Then here we've got this one. I added some seed beads, a little bit of crochet work, and some more cheesecloth with a safety pin, a tab, and 2 little labels there. And this is a beautiful tag, so we've got that one. I mean, you can see, look at the inventory we've got. Cute, cute tag here. It needs some embossing on the back. It's got a label, a tab, and I used some cheesecloth. It is good to go. Same with this one. I think we did this one together, and yeah, I'm pretty sure we did this one and we did this one. This will go over a page in a journal and give you extra journaling space. I added a chipboard and a label. Isn't she so beautiful? Just Medieval Mirage. You just can't go wrong with Medieval Mirage. A little botanical piece there, and then I added another chipboard and a label on the back, and then this will just hang over a page, and look at, you can journal in that. So far, this is what we have that is done, and there's a lot here out of a bunch of scraps and some menus, paper menus, and look at what we've got. scraps. We've just got, you've got labels, but most of this is just scraps. So we're going to create some of this. We are going to be seeing if we're just going to keep doing videos until we can get these done. We know this one here that we want to add this. So I think we should just go ahead. Let's do it. So we are going to glue from there to, it looks like really this next flower here. So, and if just a tiny bit hangs off, I'm okay with that. I am going to try to get this so that the glue goes right down the center and not on the sheer part of the fabric. So I think if I follow this line, I should be good. I had just gotten a call from Sherry, and bless her heart, she didn't know I was doing a video. So Sherry, if you're watching, yeah, this is the video you caught me with. Let's see if I can get this under there, and he just doesn't want to go, but that's okay. It was good seeing your beautiful face. It was like a FaceTime message. So, yeah, she was calling to let me know she put something in the mail to me, and I'm very excited to get that. So thank you, thank you. We are going to do the same on this side. I felt bad having to say I'm in the middle of doing a video. But that's, that's how it goes. Because Sherry and I think we could have been on the phone for probably a good 30 minutes or more just talking about everything. It's always great to see her smiling face. A beautiful, beautiful woman. Okay, so look at that. Yeah, guys, just that little bit, and it makes a difference. And this is up, and I think I'm okay with this. That's gonna be all right. I might, just because I can't slip that under this butterfly, let's just take a little bit of that off. But yeah, that made all the difference in the world. So thank you guys, because I thought I was done with that. So we're going to start from the top. And like I said, I had just pulled some things out thinking, all right, maybe we'll do that, because it just saves some time. You don't have to sit here and watch me root through containers. This is a pocket, and this is the back of the menu. And, ooh, a raspberry Boston iced tea just sounds so good right now. So we could leave it like this. This was all the collage that we had done. And I think as a pocket in a book, this would be beautiful. Nothing wrong with that at all. But then I pulled out some cheesecloth. I pulled out I had just have this on my desk, and I thought maybe we'll just have that hanging over, and if this pocket happens to be on the left side of a journal, you will have this beautiful lace showing, and it'll be pretty from the back, or the previous page, I should say. So let's get this on, because the cheesecloth is going to go over it. I wanted to see the cheesecloth all around that label, and I kind of wanted that to hang off. I did not want to hide the rows. So I've really pulled it to where you see that its weave is pretty open, but that's okay. As long as it is where it needs to go, the threads are not going to, I don't believe that the threads will pull and that we'll lose any of it. So I think we're going to be good. Let's just get some glue up here, and once it dries, threads won't have anywhere to go. And then of course, we're taking this piece here. This came out of a botanical book that I got through Amazon, and this is the book, the Flower Ephemera Collection. 18 sheets, and this is what it looks like. Really beautiful, and there are some tags. These will be gorgeous, fussy cutted. Look at that, all those roses. And then you've got tags. So just a really, really pretty book. Flower Ephemera Collection by well, I'm sure that if you just put in Amazon Flower Ephemera Collection, you're gonna get, this is what you're gonna get. So I also have another, but I've not used it so far. This one here, 1914 Vintage Botany, Botanical Illustration Sizes, Volume 5. And it's just full of just really, look at that. Just beautiful things. So, you know, this is one of those things I got, put on the shelf, forgot I had them, and pulled them out. So this comes from that, and this is going to go right here like that. So let's go ahead. I know somebody would probably ask me, so just best to put that in. I'm not really doing the Amazon affiliate links, and so just best if I show it to you. Maybe I should get back to that, but I haven't done it in quite a while. And then I grabbed this butterfly just because, let's just go ahead and get rid of a little bit of the Maggie. Hey, Maggie. Yep, Maggie's in the house. Hey, Maggie. Can't get her to say anything. I'm sorry. So we have options. It can go there. This was from Artie Mae's Alice in Wonderland kit. I don't want the wing to be in the way of where you're going to put your tags. So we're going to go there. We could go here. We could go down here. I think we're going to go down here. And so I think because it's a pocket, I could have gone 3D with this. In other words, I think I could have popped it up a little bit, but there we go. So, you know, on a page, I think this would be really, really pretty. I'm looking around seeing if I've got a page, and I don't, but as a pocket, this is really nice. So that is done. Then we have this one here, and of course, this is a medieval mirage. I had somebody in the comments ask me, the ladies that we had cut out, she says, they're so beautiful. You know, what paper kits are those? So I just want to make sure that I put that out there because I'm sure I mentioned it, but Medieval Mirage on Etsy. And some of these are Artie Mae's on Etsy. I'm pretty sure that this label right here is Artie Mae's, and I just thought, let's give some color. So this is one of those journal card pockets. So this is not going to be glued into the journal. This is going to be a part of the journal. Maggie, can you say something? Maggie, there you go. You say hello, Maggie. Yeah, I think that's all we're going to get. She's getting in my recyclable papers. Then this is Artie Mae's here, this number. And I'm pretty sure the stamp is Artie Mae's. So this came from one of the design team projects that I did. And so it was leftover paper. I think this came from, I wanted to put it on cardstock and I printed it just off on regular computer paper. And so it didn't get used. It was just a reprint. So pretty, pretty. And then I wanted this to have a tab. So I got into my scraps and thought, let's put a tab here. It just looks like it needs something else. So I put a tab right here. And the nice thing about this is you have journal space and you have a pocket. And you've got just this gorgeous, gorgeous card. And we would put this in a journal either inside of a larger pocket. It could go easily inside a larger pocket. It could go with a paper clip, alligator clip, or any other kind of clip. Just set on a page and look at how pretty. She's just beautiful. And if we wanted to, we could hang a charm off of there, a couple beads off of there. We could put an eyelet and just put some really pretty threads just hanging down to give a little bit of movement. But you've got a nice little journal card and you've got a pocket. So that is done. Beautiful, beautiful, all from a menu. Then we have, if don't know if you remember when we did this piece. Here is another Artie Mae's, and or not Artie Mae's, but Medieval Mirage. We've got Artie Mae's on the back. This is Medieval Mirage, and what I had decided to do with this, we lined the whole thing together, is this is another journal card that will slip over the top of a page, and really it's beautiful like this. It would be, I think, in a journal just gorgeous if it was left like this. But I had this really, really pretty lace. And this is the thing, guys. I've got so much I need to use it. So I have this gorgeous piece of lace right here, and it's just this really soft pink. And I thought, let's put it, I hated to cover this pink flower here, this pink rose. But, you know, sometimes you just have to do what you have to do. There's another pink up here. But, yeah, I hated to cover that. This particular kit, and I can't remember the name of it, is one of my absolute favorite kits from Jarf. It's just so beautiful. It's got lots of envelopes in it, and windowed envelopes, and it's so romantic. Lots of pink roses. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous kit. And I had this piece of trim here. I thought, let's right in the middle of this, let's put this piece of trim. And then we're using it. And I do want to go just right down the center like that of that pink trim. And I think what I'm going to do is they look like they're like daisies. I thought, let's just glue these daisies, and then I'm going to take some of that Hobby Lobby trim in pink with the pearls and go right over the top. Now, you could be sitting there saying, what do you do if you don't have trim like that? Well, you know what? You've got things that you can use that may not look exactly like this, but use them. Just get out. Maybe you've got rickrack, you've got ribbon, you've got, you know, washi tape. washi tape, or you could just leave your card plain because it is so pretty the way it is. But I have this, and so I'm sitting there thinking, I have this, so why don't I use it? I just need to use it up, and I'm trying to figure out what side is up. And by the way it curls, I want to say it's that. So I thought I would just go over this line right here, and of course we've got a glue goober. So let me just kind of go across here. Just like that. I'll lay this down like that. Let me hold it for a minute till it grabs. And of course then it's all over me, but that's just how it is. Pick it up and make sure that I can get it as straight as I can. Cut this off. And so isn't that really pretty? Now we could put a label up here, but why? You've got this beautiful writing, medieval writing. So this on a page, just think how pretty that's going to be, especially if you're doing like a pink theme. So then I thought, well, we did that on the front. Wouldn't it be pretty to also do it on the back? Because this is going to flip over a page. So yeah, I'm like, if it's good for the front, it'll be good for the back. But I also have a die cut here that's kind of in that dusty rose color. So I thought, you know, let's just use this up and see what we're doing. So I just kind of, this lettering is upside down. That's okay. But I really thought maybe if we did this, you're not going to notice the lettering as much. We can kind of disguise it so that your eye isn't really picking it up by having the die cut and having the label and the lace. Because if you happen to look at the Alice in Wonderland paper by Artie Mays, our hearts and our spades and our clubs are all upside down. But it doesn't matter, and I think you don't notice it as much when you've got something else going on. So let us put our lace on here, and that's going to hide this too that's upside down. You don't have to hide it. It's not that big of a deal, but I don't think it's going to hurt anything either if you do. And like I said, you don't have to do anything. If you have some old book page, you could make like a little collage if you've got leftover laces and scraps and ribbon, or if you just have threads, different threads, maybe a button, maybe some flat flowers, maybe some washi tape. You don't have to have anything special. Just get out what you have and use that. So here then is the front of this tag, this fold over journal card, and here is the back. So that's what it will look like when the back is on the page. And that's really, really pretty. And if you wanted to pull the pink up here and you had leftover papers, you could put a tab. That would be really pretty and I think enhance it too. But for the most part, I'm going to call that done. I think that's done. Let's go on to the next. We have this little tag here. And once again, I pulled a label, some snippets of lace, and another one of the cards. And so let me just, this is how we left it. I think we put that tab on together. And I really don't remember what we were going to do with this. So, yeah, here we are. I think probably, well, I know this is going to go down there. So let's just adhere this to that. These remind me of the British tea cards. Upside down. So we'll put that there, and this I'm pretty sure was going to go towards the bottom. Just put a little bit of distressing on it. I'm so happy to get this done. I'm excited to show you what is going in my shop. And I'll tell you what I did in case you want to create some of your own. All right, guys, so we could leave this just like this. Just two little pieces of paper there. You can get things like this out of magazines. You can just put like a really pretty piece of wide washi tape there, I think would be pretty, and a label. You don't have labels. How about taking maybe a piece of vintage paper? How pretty would that be? You know, book paper, and doing it. And but I've got these two little pieces of lace that I really can't do anything with. So I thought, well, I had looked at putting it at the bottom, but this is a tag, so it is going to go inside of a tuck or a pocket or an envelope or a glycine bag, something, so that you have to be mindful if you're going to put a piece of lace at the bottom and you don't come all the way up. And it does look pretty. Look at that. Look at how pretty that is. But then this is constantly going to hit something. So I decided to put this here at the base of the tab. So I'm going to go ahead and run some glue up there because I do know that that's where this is going to go. So you could put lace running down the side, but this is going to go here, just like this, so that hopefully when it is in a pocket or whatever it is going into, it's not going to be any kind of an issue, because I would hate for somebody to have something that they purchased from me and then it is problematic. And then because you can't really even see that, I had this little snippet of crocheted lace, and I thought we can put that at the top going down, or we could put it going facing upward. And I think I like that best. So we're going to put, once again, a row of Fabrifix here. and adhere this. It wants to curl, and I have no idea why. It might just be the way, because it is hand crocheted. It could have been just crocheted tightly. And so it wants to go the way it wants to go. And then we've got this tiny little piece here, and I probably will keep this because I could put this little piece here on a bulb pin or a safety pin, and I could attach that. So look how cute this is. And I'm looking at this thinking, could I use it? No, because then we're going to run into the same issue when we put this tag into whatever it's going in. But that's cute. And we did do the back, so I'm going to call that done. And the last one that we have so far is this one, and I'll see if I can remember what I was going to do. This is going to be a flip. So we do have a pocket here on the back, and then you can leave this, or you've got great journal space, but this will go into a journal this way. So this will be inside the journal, and it will flip out this way so that you've got space here to do so much more. And it could have gone just like it is. This would have been pretty with maybe a snippet, but I did pull this because I just thought it added to the botanical theme for the most part that's going on. So I know that this goes there. Let's get this down. I don't think I had pulled anything to do with the back, but when I go to use this in whatever journal I'm creating, I always can add to it. If we wanted to put some lace, anything that we might want to add. I pulled a Tracy Fox label with the green because I thought maybe I had pulled this sticky, and I think these are pretty old. I mean, you can tell this really has no stick left. This was probably from an office supply place. I just thought it might be cool if you wanted to write something on here. And I want to use these up because that's the last that I have, and they are old, so it's time to let them go. And then I had this, and as I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, I don't know, I don't like these together. They're too similar in shape, even though they are not the same, so I think I'm going to leave that. And I could add to that later on. And then I pulled this butterfly because when I look at this, I didn't want to cover this up, but when I look at this here, even though it has writing, it was a little bit too plain for me. And so I thought, let's add the butterfly to the top, right up here. And it just pulls the eye so that it's not an issue of it being too plain. And just as an example, later on down the road, if you wanted, you could go and add just a little bit of lace there. Look at how it changes it. It just makes it really pretty. Look at that. I wouldn't add lace if it were me here because I don't want to cover this up. You could here, but why? You've got a tab there. So if I did add lace, I probably would only add lace from there to there. And I think that would do it. So that's kind of my thought process. I do have this label. I do have this, which is upside down. And that, to be frank with you, it's annoying me. I don't care for that pocket at all. I kind of cut the tops of those off. I think what I want is something that goes across, something that's bigger. Let me see what I've got in this just real quick. Do I have anything here? These are our Tracy labels. I don't think there's really, well, there is blue right there. I could. This is what happens. Once again, I'm back here wondering, okay, what do you want to do? Let's see. Not too keen on that. I do like that, but maybe this is where the lace would come in. So let me get this, because the hand is upside down. The hand is very obvious. I don't like that. And so I am going to go ahead and cover that up as best I can. And I don't think that you're going to notice it. Let's see. Just like that. You're not going to notice there's so much design going on. You're not going to really pay attention. And I do think lace there looks good. So let's add lace here, and let's go ahead and add lace to the front, and then we won't have to worry about this. And the lace won't be in the way of anything. And I think it needs it. I mean, eventually I'm probably going to put the lace on. So let's just put the lace on now and be done with it. So I think it does make a difference. Need a little bit of glue right there. If I want to, when I put this in a journal, I could come back and add trim if I want trim. But I think for right now, lace is good. I just now remembered the glare. So we've got that lace, and now we've got this little snippet. So let's just use this up. I think this is almost perfect for that. So let's do it. Let's go ahead, and then we can call this video done. I think I will cut this because we don't need that there. Put a little bit of glue right there, make sure this adheres. Let's put the cap on this because it all wants to escape. We don't need the distress ink, and I want to show you what I'm putting in my shop and give you maybe an idea if you'd like to create some for yourself. So there is that, my friends, and I think that looks pretty good. So let's close this up. And we've got many, many more to do. But I want to show you a decoupaged gingerbread man and a decoupaged snowman. So these are, if you go into Hobby Lobby, and Michael's might have them, these are the chipboard pieces. They only run $1 or $2. They're very lightweight. And what I did is I got into my ribbons and I got into my flatbed pearls. I took Collage tissue paper. I took tissue paper and all I did was get out my, I don't think I used the Mod Podge. I think I used the Collage Podge. And I collaged them with the tissue paper. And then I went, here's their little hangers. I went and I got into my handmade roses and flowers and put them on the heads like little hats. Gave this one a little rose down here, this little snowman. I did add a little silver heart charm. There is the back. And yeah, so probably should distress them a little bit. I think that they'd be cuter distressed. But if you go into the area of Hobby Lobby and Michael's, I don't know that Joann's ever has them, but if you go into the area, you will see these hanging up, and they're only a couple dollars. And you can take and get out your tissue papers, get out your scrapbook papers, and collage them and make yourself just the cutest little teacher's gifts or ornaments for the tree. Get with the kids and just have a lot of fun. So these are going to be in my shop. I think this pair will be like $10, and then of course then there's shipping on that. So 10 or 12, something like that. Not a lot. Then also I have a set of, these are the tin Jello molds, the vintage Jello molds, and I painted them, and then I drilled a hole at the top and made a hanger out of the seam binding ribbon. I took and I had 2 decoupaged rose pieces that I went ahead and put on them, and then I went ahead and did some rough glitter work on them, and these will also be in my shop. So I think they're really, really cute, especially if you love pink. So these will be in there, and these will be, I think the pair will be like $10 and then shipping. But then I wanted to show you these guys. These guys I know were from Hobby Lobby. They came just like this. And so if you see them, this might be a fun project if you wanted to go ahead and make something for teacher, do something with your children. They have mirrors on the inside, and I just went and threaded some pink seam binding ribbon. They are snow people, and got out my flat back pearls and glued those down with a flower and just a little bit of trim and little candy canes, and made this pair. This one is it's got the flat back pearls, and it's got a lot of the roses all over it, versus this one with the candy canes. So these are going to be in my shop too, the pair. So yeah, guys, so go and have a look. It's a really, really fun project to do with your kids, the whole family. They make great teacher's gifts, and they make beautiful ornaments for your Christmas tree. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I will catch you in the next one, and we are just going to keep on going until we have done everything we need to do with our collage papers. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Be sure to give me a thumbs up. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.